Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It is Travis here bringing you a deck profile for Dinomon. So if you are a Tyrannomon fan, get ready. We are doing a mixed base, so this is going to be a green and red, but a primarily red egg, okay? You can mix with green, red, both those colors work super well. So I'm going to be experimenting with more green, but it seems like red is the best for right now. So first off, BT14 Koromon. Card is removed from security on your turn, you draw a card. These are just really nice for draw power. Draw power is the best thing that you can get for those eggs. I tested with Koromon BT7, which is green. You want to attack and reveal top card, add it to the top or bottom of the deck. That's nice, but it's not consistent for drawing. Next, one copy of Koromon. This is the new one from EX8. When attacking, if you're a Tyrannomon or a dinosaur trait, you delete a 3K or less. Super nice, super cool, super easy. Next, we're going on to our rookies. We are going to go with the EX8 Agumon. This is your searcher. On play, you reveal top 3. You had one card with Tyrannomon in its name, or reptile, or dinosaur trait, which means you can take your other Agumons, and then you get one Ryuturu. That's the main Tamer for the deck. He's the new one from Liberator, so that's really cool. A little sad that it's not a Liberator searcher, but I digress. Next, EX8 Agumon. This is another EX8 card, just came out. On play, you may suspend one Digimon. Inheritable is Retaliation. Super, super powerful. Really, really important. With the next level 3s, these are a little bit of off level 3s that you can interchange. Tinkermon from BT18. When this Digimon or a Tamer would Digivolve into a green or a red 2-color Digimon, you can reduce it by 1. All of your Tyrannomons are a 3-cost Digivolve except for 1 off a reptile. This reduces it by 1, but it's also a 1 cost off your excuse me, off your egg. So you get what you get, you know? Now we have BT16 Ukomon. If you don't know what this does, it is whenever something moved from the breeding area, so this card or another Digimon, you reveal top 3, take a Digimon or a Tamer, rest go to the bottom. And then you hatch. So super nice, super simple for your level 3s. Next, you are going to play 3 copies of the EX8 Tyrannomon. Security at the end of the battle, you play this card without paying the cost, and then start of main phase, and when Digivolving, this Digimon gets plus 3k until the end of the turn. This is the only one that gives you plus 3k until the end of your turn, which really stinks for this deck, that they don't give it more. Like, in my opinion, this should be an all turns inheritable. This is just your turn. This Digimon's plus 2k. They need to make Dinomon bigger on your opponent's turn. Anywho, next card. BT14, you're going to be playing 3 copies of this Tyrannomon. Start of main phase for the turn, this Digimon, when it would Digivolve into a Tyrannomon in its name, or the dinosaur Ceratopsian trait, you reduce it by 1. That is for the entire turn, even if you evolve on this guy, okay? This is super, super powerful, and end of turn, if this Digimon is Tyrannomon in its name, dinosaur Ceratopsian trait, you can attack. It doesn't have to be Digimon, it can be security, anything, which is also really, really powerful. Next, I am running 3 copies of Tyrannomon X. Tyrannomon X has Raid, and then when attacking, if this has Tyrannomon in its name, and its Digi-Evolution cards, or X Antibody, you can Digivolve into a Tyrannomon or a dinosaur trait when you're attacking reduced by 1. Super, super nice. It really combos with your Ryuturus. Lastly, I am playing 1 copy of the BT11 Tyrannomon. Basically, on play 1 Digivolve, you play out a green Tamer, or well, just 1 Tamer, not a green Tamer, I'm sorry. 1 Tamer with 3 cost or less. So this is really nice. That is pretty strong. It's not the strongest thing. I'd rather have the inheritable piercing, and it's if you have a Tamer in play, you get plus 2k, so it's not a guaranteed DP buff. Next, we are moving on to our level 5s. I am playing 4 copies. Now, I might go down to 3, but right now it is 4 copies of Metal Tyrannomon from EX8. On play, when Digivolving, suspend 1 Digimon. You may suspend 1 Digimon. Then if this Digimon suspended, Digivolve 1, and then you gain protection from bouncing. Okay, returning to hand or deck, and Digivolve effects, which is really nice. Then there's all turns, and my dog is deciding to jump down. Oh, he is now stuck. Okay. All turns, when this Digimon deletes another opponent's Digimon in battle, you trash top card of their security. So that's really nice. You just knocked over my water bottle. But burning security is really nice. I haven't been swinging as much into Digimon as I'd like, but this is still really nice to have. Normally, I'm just doing it with Raid, so I'll show you a card in a little bit that will improve this. Oh, he is now deciding to step onto the floor. Sir, good day, Matt. Don't step on the card. Thank you. Sorry about that. Now, you're going to be playing 3 copies of EX8 Master Tyrannomon. He's got Fortitude, which if you don't know what that does, it's when it would be deleted. If you have a Digi-Evolution card, you play it back out. So on play when Digivolve, you may suspend one Digimon. Then if the Digimon is suspended, you delete one of your opponent's 8k or less. Super nice, super simple. Security attack +1 as the inheritable. Next, and lastly for the level 5s, 1 copy of BT11 Metal Tyrannomon. On play when Digivolving, for each green or black Tamer you have in play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then one of your opponent's suspended Digimon can't unsuspend during your next unsuspended phase. All turns, which is the inheritable. When you delete a Digimon in battle, you trash top security. So that's really nice, just to make something can unsuspend. You could substitute that card in one of these Metal Tyrannomons from EX8 with the Mame Tyramon, which is a promo. I just don't have any, so I'm not putting that in right now. Next, for your level 6s in the boss monster of this deck, Dinomon. 13k DP, security attack +1, and fortitude. On play when Digivolving, you may suspend one of your suspend one Digimon, then delete one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with the lowest DP. So you target suspended lowest DP, which is super, super powerful. Then you've got opponent's turn. When this Digimon is suspended, all of your opponent's Digimon can only attack suspended Digimon, which means they're swinging into this guy or they're swinging into something else, which is super, super nice, okay? Lastly, you're going to play 1 copy of Imperialdramon Paladin Mode Ace. This is controversial. I know people really like the Agubond Ace. I get it. I understand. In my opinion, this card is completely necessary to face any blue deck you are going against, removing all of their sources. On play when Digivolving, you trash all of your opponent's Digi-Evolution cards, and then you take 1 trash, yours or your opponent's, put it to the bottom of your deck. Then when attacking, you can return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digi-Evolution cards to the bottom of the deck to unsuspend. This is nice. It's, like I said, if they have 2 Hexablaus on the field, Scottymon can play out a wide field, remove all their Digi-Evolution cards, they remove the stuns, and I'm going to be putting out a Yellow Vaccine Ice-Clad deck later on, because all the new Ice-Clad stuff is Yellow Vaccine. And this also helps get rid of that security attack minus effect that a Venusmon will trap you on. They have inheritable security attack -1, so I'm playing that card there. I overstepped as well, just so you guys know. I forgot the rest of the level 6s. So Medieval Gallantmon, playing 2 copies. When you'd play this guy, which is really nice, you can reduce it by 4, so make this a 7 cost by suspending 2 Digimon. Alliance Vortex, when Digivolving, you suspend a Digimon, then you delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8k or less. For every other suspended Digimon, you add 3k. All turns, when somebody plays a Digimon, you activate that one Digivolving effect. So super, super nice. Next, and you can interchange this card with Shivamon Ace, Mega Gargo Ace, even another Dinomon if you'd like. But I'm playing an Ace card. On play when Digivolving, suspend up to 3 Digimon. For each of your opponent's Digimon you suspended by this effect, you gain a memory, and then all turns when this Digimon suspends, you can give one of your Digimon piercing and plus 3k until the end of the turn. This is nice to buff up some of your Dinomons. On to Tamers. You're going to be playing 3 copies of Ryutaru Williams. I don't know why it took so long to say his last name. Start of your main phase, you gain a memory if your opponent has a Digimon. Then, when one of your Tyrannomon attacks, you can suspend this Tamer to Digivolve into a dinosaur trait or Tyrannomon in its name, which means when you swing with this guy, where did he go? Right here. You can swing with this, Digivolve into a level 5, and this will suspend. You go into your Dinomon. So there's a nice combo there. Lets you ramp up pretty quick. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of BT11 Taiga. Your turn, all of your Digimon get plus 1k, and then when you Digivolve, one of your green Digimon Digivolves into a level 5 or higher, you reduce it by 1. So this can be a nice reduction for these 2 costs. Lastly, I am playing 1 copy of Shoto Kazama. When one of your Digimon attacks an opponent's Digimon, by suspending this Tamer, you can swap the attack target to a Digimon, another Digimon, or a player. So you can swing into security. It's also a memory setter. This is really nice if you're like, oh, I'm going to swing into one of their guys. So we're swinging in with, where'd he go? Here, right here. You're swinging with him, or you can raid. That works really nicely too. But if you don't have this, if you have one of these guys, you swing into something, you can swap the attack target and hit something like a Venusmon with this, or something they really don't want to get deleted. Or if it has protection, you swing into it twice, swing into that, delete it with this effect, and burn its protection, which is good. Next, I am playing 2 copies of Agility Training. Nice searching. Reveal 2 cards off the top of your deck. Take 1 green. The delay effect, you reduce a Digi-Evolution cost by 2. You're normally not using these for your top-end cards. I'm only using these from these 3s into your 4s because these are 3 costs, remember. 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. This is a 2 off of a reptile. But that's why I'm using these, and I'm using less of them. But it also puts in place green scramble. I'm playing 3 copies of this. You can interchange these, 2, 3, whichever you want to. I might go down to 2 on this, but it's just nice to get pieces back from trash. You play this for 2, reduce one of your green Digimon's Digi-Evolution cost into a green Digimon by 3, and then the delay, if your opponent has a Digimon, you activate your delay effect at the start of your turn. Turn a green Digimon at the top of your deck from your trash. Then if you don't have a Digimon, you can play one with 2 KDP or less. That is to play out these guys. So it's really nice for this because you can suspend a Digimon or just even get some more searching. Lastly, you're going to play 2 copies of X Antibody. This is basically just for your Fortitude and for this Tyrannomon X. But you can Fortitude something back out with sources. So you slap this underneath your Master Tyrannomon that's already Fortituded or your Dinomon that's already been played out. It's also nice just to slot an extra source underneath. Make it so that your blue opponents can't really do too much because you have a source. And last, I am playing 1 copy of Shine of V. I love this card a lot. Suspend 2 opponents to Digimon. Then return all of your opponent's suspended Digimon with the lowest DP to the bottom of the deck. All of your Digimon get plus 3 KDP until the end of the turn. So this is really, really nice to buff up your entire field until the end of your opponent's turn. If it's hit in security, it's really nice. But it's also just a removal in case your opponent's immune to Digimon effects. Other than that, that is the final form of this deck profile. I will be changing this. I'll give you guys updates. This is the first version and something that you guys can base your decks on. I'm really going to test with some green because I think you can do some really funky stuff with the Tentomon stuff. So I'll keep you guys updated. But other than that, hope you enjoyed the deck.